the sun, the heat will take us higher, higher. Don't you know you're radiant like the sun? We can feel your fire, fire. Don't you know you're radiant like the sun? The heat will take us higher, higher. You're radiant. Oh, 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 oh. You're radiant. Oh, 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 oh. You're radiant. The heat will take us higher.
Good morning, Birmingham. Today is Tuesday, April 18th. The time is now 9:33. I call to order the regular meeting of the Birmingham City Council. This morning's invocation will be led by Father Philip Paxton, pastor of Holy Family Catholic Church, and our Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Counselor Hunter Williams. If you're willing and able, please stand and join us.
If those will please join with me and bow our heads in prayer. Beloved God, we give thanks for this day. We give thanks that you brought us here to this point safe and sound this morning. Lord, we pray in thanksgiving for the generosity of our city council members, their staffs, and their dedication to service. Lord, we ask that you continue to bless them as they work with Mayor Woodfin for the betterment of the city. We ask you to continue to bless them as they work with people of all people of goodwill to make Birmingham the place you created it to be. Lord, we ask you to make them instruments of your healing, justice, and peace. And so, Lord, we ask that whatever they do, whatever they say, whatever they discuss, whatever they decide, may give glory to you and serve all the people. And we ask this in the name of the one I consider my Savior and Lord, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, Father Paxton, for that prayer. At this time, Madam Clerk, if you'll call the roll.
Yes, ma'am. Councilor Abbott.
Present.
Councilor Clark.
Present.
Councilor Moore.
Good morning.
Good morning. Councilor O'Quinn.
Good morning.
Good morning. Councilor Tate.
Present. Good morning.
Good morning. Councilor Williams.
Morning.
Good morning. Councilor Woods. Council President Pro Tem Smitherman. Good morning. And Council President Alexander.
Present. Good morning. Councilors, I'm seeking approval and a second for the minutes from the previous meetings of December 6th, December 13th, December 20th, and December 27th, 2022.
So moved. Second.
Vote has started. Vote should be up.
Thank you very much. Those minutes are approved. The minutes are not ready for January 3rd through April 4th, 2023. Good morning, Deputy Chiefs. Do we have any communications from the Mayor? Joint Chiefs. I called you Deputy Chiefs. Sorry.
Morning, Madam President, Madam Pro Tem, members of the council, and members of the public. Just a few comments this morning on behalf of our Honorable Mayor. This Friday, the city's non-emergency services will be available to the public from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., and that's only this Friday on April 21st. All of our employees will be engaged in an enterprise-wide professional development. This will not impact our trash and brush pickup. So we're hopeful that the council will be able to join us as well. But again, it's just this Friday, and the times are from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock a.m. There will be communication that will come out from our Office of Public Information notifying our citizens as well. The mayor would like to send a big congratulations to the Birmingham Stallions, who defeated the New Jersey Generals 27-10 in the first game of the season last week. The Stallions will battle the Memphis Showboats this Saturday at 6 p.m. at Protective Stadium. The mayor is encouraging all of us to show our home team support by packing the stadium out. For more details, everyone can go to the usfl.com to learn more. This Saturday, April 22nd, is Earth Day. The mayor hopes that we will all take a moment to remember that we should be good stewards of this land. He wants us to all get out and enjoy Birmingham's beautiful parks and walking trails, but also remember to keep our land beautiful by not defacing it with litter or trash. You can get ideas on how to celebrate this day at earthday.org. As an update, Madam President, members of the council, the city of Birmingham is looking for dynamic, servant-minded individuals to apply for our 10-week Summer Associate VISTA program. For those who may not know, VISTAs serving the city of Birmingham will experience working under Mayor Woodfin's administration on various special projects within city departments and park and recreation facilities. We also know that there are VISTAs who are assigned to our city council as well. Ideal candidates will provide aid in one of the following focus areas: economic opportunity, healthy futures, drug and prevention. Applications are due by Friday, May the 5th. For more info, you can go to my.americorps.gov to create a profile and apply. A couple more notes, Madam President. Birmingham residents who need assistance with your rent and utilities, we're encouraging you to please reach out to our Department of Community Development. Help is available for qualified applicants. You can go to birminghamal.gov/rent help, or you can call 205-254-2309. For our bulk trash, the City of Birmingham will continue to keep residents informed about bulk trash pickup with daily updates online at birminghamal.gov/bulk trash. Also, the second phase of our uniform garbage cart distribution has begun. I know people are excited to hear that. Letters went out to residents who are in this next group specifying their new pickup date and detailing next steps. As a reminder for those residents already using the carts, once again, we'll note, please place them in the front of your homes, and note that any household garbage placed on the ground, in alleys, or on the ground in front of your residence will not be picked up. You can receive more updates by going to birminghamal.gov/pickup or texting BHAM Ready to 888-777. Finally, Madam President, on Friday, April 21st, Miles College will host the Women of True Grit Conference at Pearson Hall on their campus. The dynamic speakers will include Miles College President Bobby Knight, Luana Bradford from Regions Bank, and others. During the conference, women will share stories of hope and life lessons that help them push through fears to reach their own destinies. Here to share more about this dynamic conference is Dr. Olivia Cook, the inaugural executive director for the Center for Economic and Social Justice at Miles College. We'll ask Dr. Cook if you could please make your way to the podium, and any guests that are joining you as well for comments.
Good morning, Council.
Good morning.
To President Alexander, Council President Pro Tem Smitherman, and members of the public, thank you for your time this morning. My name is Olivia Cook, and I'm an assistant professor at Miles College and also the executive director for the Center for Economic and Social Justice. I bring you greetings on behalf of President Bobby Knight and Miles College. I'm here today to extend a warm invite to our Women of True Grit Conference that is happening on Friday, April 21st at 8:30 a.m. in Pearson Hall Auditorium. Women of True Grit was founded by author and storyteller Edie Hand, and it's a movement. It's a movement of inspiring women, inspiring and men too, to have grit as they face challenges moving forward in life. So we hope that you would come out to attend on Friday. To register, go to our Eventbrite. You can just type in Women of True Grit and go to the Eventbrite to register. All funds from the conference will go to scholarships for our girls at Miles College. So we truly hope that you will come out and join us on Friday, and thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Madam President, that concludes the mayor's report.
Thank you so much, Chief. Madam Clerk, do we have any questions?
Could I just ask one question of the chief? The new garbage receptacles, would it be possible for that letter to be sent with the garbage can? Because people are receiving them and don't know what to do. They don't know where to leave their garbage. They don't know when to start using the can. And the letters and the cans don't seem to come at the same time. So could we give the letters to the people who are bringing the cans and like attach it to the can?
I don't see why that would be a challenge, Councilor Abbott. We'll follow up with the Department of Public Works to make sure there are no blind spots, but I don't see why that would be a challenge. We'll follow up on that.
It seems like that would be a very helpful thing and might even save us a lot of money on postage.
We'll certainly check into it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Woods. Excuse me, Councilor Moore.
I've learned to just, just roll with it.
Just go ahead.
I also wanted to ask about different projects that we've, allocated funding towards. I know that you all have been working very hard in being able to roll those out, and we've really been doing a really good job at getting this money, allocated and pushed out. But I wanted to get a couple of updates on certain projects that we have in District 4. I know that the Pine Nose Vista Sewers Project, stormwater project, is something that is of great concern, and I know that we're about to end, or we're in the spring season where grass is growing and people are doing cleanup days, and I know that several of us put money towards Magic City Blight Busters, and we really want to be able to get out here with our residents to clean up the neighborhood, and so. Just wanted to see if we can get some updates on those different projects.
So, Councilor, Chief Mitchell and I are making notes of the ones that you have, and we'll certainly provide follow-up through GA. And if any of our other councilors have questions about these are ARPA-funded projects, am I correct?
Yeah. Those are two ARPA-funded projects.
All right. So if any other councilors have questions about yours, please let us know. You can let us know through your administrators if you choose, and we'll make sure GA provides you with status updates on all of them.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Dr. Quinn?
Yes. Quick question as a follow-up to Councilor Abbott's question. So I understand that the new garbage receptacles will be picked up from the front of the house as a general rule. I was talking to some residents about this recently, and they asked about brush and rubbish, if brush and rubbish will also move from the alley where it's currently being collected to the front of the house. Is that also the plan for brush and rubbish?
Yeah, so from my understanding, that hasn't changed. Trash and brush, the brush hasn't changed. That hasn't changed.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Yes, Madam Pro Tem.
Well, I guess it's a question for maybe a later of an email or anything or something like that, because I just need an update on the recycling educational initiative that we were going to start in the schools. I know school is about to end, but I just would like something on there. And even with the trash cans, I still feel like we need to do a better job of educating people. I don't know what that looks like, because I almost think like what Councilor Abbott is saying, we're almost making more of a mess, and it's not our fault, but people just, like we said last week, are leaving the bins out there. We're still having illegal dumping. What's the plan for educating people outside of putting it on social media? Because a lot of people aren't on social media, like the elderly. They're not on social media like that.
So your question, what's the next steps in terms of public education around recycling?
Just recycling, environmental issues from the little babies to the adults.
So there's a couple of things that I think it will be good for the council to hear really soon that we're working on. And it's kind of a tag team from what was asked about last week. That's around code enforcement. That's around the next steps for our bulk trash support that we're going to be providing for DPW. And also a citizen engagement effort that we're going to be doing around litter. A part of that, President Pro Tem Smitherman, will be an update around our recycling efforts next step. So just expect a bundle of information that's going to be coming to you once the mayor green lights it for you all to receive it, but that will be included, Council President Pro Tem.
And then the recycling bins, since we're not giving them recycling bins, is there going to be an option for council offices to purchase some? I know Council Williams has done that in the past because a lot of people do ask for recycling bins.
We can find out, yeah. So we want to just make sure that whatever is being used is consistent with the pickup that DPW uses, so we can coordinate with the council office.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Ms. Clark.
I'm going to go back to the trash bins and the rollout. I do think the mail is helpful. Usually, I think in the first round, it preceded the delivery. It was synchronized a little better. But I do have neighborhoods who are getting the bins, and when the bin shows up, you don't know, and you haven't gotten any warning about it.
Problem.
It's not like you're going to run out there and go look in some container that's out in front of your house. I mean, you know, you might actually call the police and say, hey, there's a strange container in front of my house. But I think the letters and then the arrival of the can has worked well in the first phase. I think what's happening now is the bins are showing up before the letter, and there is some sort of insert in it. But when we have a rain event, a windy rain event, the cans topple and the paper blows out. And, you know, people may get it, or it may be sitting out there without the insert in it. That's what I've heard people talking about in neighborhood meetings. But the sense that I've gotten from hearing about the can showing up without the mail is that the actual change in the pickup schedule happens when they get the letter. So the cans show up with whatever's in it that may not be in it by the time they get home and pull it in. But the letter that says, okay, now your trash pickup day is this one day a week, that has not come yet. So some people are starting to place their, you know, put their trash out in it, and then the workers are having a hard time getting the trash out of it, but even though they're still on the 2-day schedule. So some of the neighborhood officers, like in Thomas and Rising, they're telling people just pull it up on your porch and wait for the letter. But we all know very few people who live in a neighborhood come to their neighborhood meeting. So I don't know how else people know what it is, what they're supposed to do, if these things aren't happening in the order that they did in the first phase of the rollout. I think it's just causing confusion, and I feel like Thomas said that they were told that the truck, you know, they have the cans, but the truck isn't available to work their route yet. So I don't know if we're waiting on delivery of trucks, but we have the cans in. I'm not sure why it became disjointed like this, but.
So to your question, and back to Councilor Abbott's point, this conversation for us is healthy, and our DPW team, we're communicating with them now, and we'll do a follow-up to see if we can have better alignment on the notice and then the delivery. So we'll do this follow-up. Councilor Clark.
Thank you. Any other items? Thank you. Everybody good? Thank you, councilors. Madam Clerk, are there any nominations to boards and agencies that need to be announced?
No, ma'am, we did not receive any.
Thank you very much. At this time, would you give us the items that are considered for consent?
Yes, ma'am. The consent agenda begins on page 2 with items 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Page 3, item 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Page 4, items 11, 12, 13, and 14. And we go over to page 7 with items 16 and 17. Page 8, items 20, 21, and 22 Please note that item 19 was requested to be removed from the consent agenda. And on item number 22 is also recommended by the Budget and Finance Committee. Page 9, items 23, 24, and 25. Page 10, we have items 26 and 28. Item 27 was requested to be removed from the consent agenda. Page 11, we have items 29, 30, and 31. Page 12, we have items 32, 33, 34, 35, and 36. Sorry, hold on one second. Page 13, we have items 37, 38, 39, 40, and 41. On page 14, we have items 42, 43, and 44. Page 15, we have items 45, 46, 47, and 48. Please note on item number 46, the fourth line down, it should be for the Capital Projects Department and not the Information Management Systems Department. That's item number 46. Page 16, we have items 49, 50, and 51. Page 17, we have items 52, 53, 54, and 55. On page 18, we have items 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, and 61. And that completes, check that for us. That completes the consent agenda.
All right, thank you. I do have a question. Procedurally, how do we do this? On page 9, item 25, there was going to be a request for a delay. Do we take it off consent for the delay, or do we?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we take that one off consent. Thank you.
Item number
25.
25.
And Madam President, we're going to request a 1-week delay because we're able to get it on Council's agenda today.
All right. Thank you. Councilors, do you have any items that you'd like to add or remove from consent? Yes, Councilor Quinn.
Yes, let's see, page 4, item number 13.
All right.
Page 4, item number 13.
Anything else, Councilor? Okay, great. Councilor Clark?
Just a clarification, number 28 was removed from consent? Maybe like in pre-council, because I didn't hear it called out.
No, not yet.
It's still on consent?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to move it?
Thank you. No.
Good, okay. There was 27 that's removed from consent. And 25 as well? Yes. 25 and 27.
Counselor, we have one more correction on page 7. Please note, item number 18 is actually an ordinance and not a resolution. It's an item of permanent operation. So that should be an ordinance and not a resolution.
Okay. Thank you. Any other items, councilors? All items designated as consent are routine and non-controversial and will be approved by one motion. No separate discussion of these items will be permitted unless a council member, the mayor, or citizen interested in a public hearing so requests. If so, such items will revert to its normal place on the agenda order of business. All matters of permanent operation, they're indicated with the P, will be read. All other matters will be announced by reading the item number only. All public hearings will be announced. Councilors, can I entertain a motion and a second for approval of the consent agenda?
Second.
The vote is started. Vote should be up.
All right, thank you. The items considered for consent have been approved. If you were here to hear for any of these items, they have been approved. We hope you have a great day, and we'll continue with the rest of the agenda. Madam Clerk.
Okay, the first item will be on page 4. It's item 13. A resolution relative to the application for a towing service license to be used at Downtown 24 Towing Service, LLC, 3300 Wilson Road, to operate one wrecker on the streets of Birmingham.
Second.
All right, Dr. Quinn, you move this item from consent.
Yes, so I just wanted to take this opportunity. Over really many years, there's been an issue with towing, especially in the city center area. With this permit coming up, I wanted to take the opportunity to just, let citizens know that we are very much aware that there's a problem, and that we are seeking to address that from several different approaches. So anticipate that there is more to come, and that there will be quite a bit of discussion on this issue forthcoming. So just wanted to take that opportunity and make folks aware.
Thank you, Dr. O'Quinn. Any other comments regarding this item? Right, Councilor Tate, this is an application for this towing service. Do you want to run us through this? I know it was consented.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam President. Is the applicant here? Okay. Can he come forward? And we heard this item in public safety. It was approved. The application was approved. And so Ms. Brundage did speak to the applicant about some issues that they needed to resolve. But, I echo what Councilor O'Quinn said. It wasn't any issues pushing the application forward. But as he stated, we are looking into, the towing issue. And so the applicant, just state your name and address for the record. And did you take care of those issues that Ms. Brundage asked you to take care of?
Good morning, everybody. I am Asharafi Mohammed.
Speak up
Can you
a little louder,
speak into the mic, please?
I'm Asharafi Mohammed. I have downtown 24 towing service. My address is 3300 Wilson Road, Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, as I stated, councilors, that this item did come to public safety, was approved. Ms. Brundage did speak to the applicant about some issues, some zoning issues that he needed to take care of. So I'm going to echo what Councilor O'Quinn stated. And if you guys have any questions for the applicant, you are more than welcome to do so.
Any questions for the applicant?
I do.
Councilor Williams?
Thank you. Guys, what type of towing will y'all be doing? Will this be on public streets or off private lots?
Recently, we do just towing by calls, and this is just the address for the truck. But we didn't have lot to pick up car for it. But this is my relative can allow me to, but this time I don't. Only call by calls when somebody broken or damaged car.
Okay.
They call
so
us.
it's all by call. Y'all aren't proactively
We
looking
didn't
for
have
people to tow. Okay.
the others.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Good
you.
question. Thank you for asking that one. Thank you. Any other questions? All right, councilors, at this time, we're ready for the vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam
Thank you
President.
so much.
The vote has started. Vote should be up.
All right, thank you, councilors. That item passes. Next item.
The next item is item number 15, which is on page 6. I believe this item has been requested to be withdrawn.
Yes, councilors, I'd like to withdraw this item.
Then the next item is on page 7, item number 18. It should be an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute an amendment to cost-sharing agreement between the City of Birmingham and the City of Mountain Brook, under which an existing cost-sharing agreement between the City of Birmingham and the City of Mountain Brook dated July 3rd, 2019, under which the City of Birmingham agreed to reimburse the City of Mountain Brook for 1/2 of the local match costs of making certain public improvements consisting of approximately 4,000 linear feet of new sidewalk along Haygood Street, not to exceed $140,000, will be amended to add to the project 340 linear feet of new sidewalk situated in Birmingham along Haygood Street between Kingston Avenue and Dunstan Avenue at an additional cost of $10,848.80 for the local match portion of the cost for which the city will be responsible. This is an item of permanent operation, so we need unanimous consent first. But before I wanted to note that the funding is coming from the fuel tax fund.
Motion for unanimous consent.
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Second.
All right, councilors, this item is before us, this ordinance executing this amendment to cost share with the City of Mountain Brook. Any questions or regarding this item? All right, we're ready for the vote.
Vote is started. That vote should be up.
Thank you. That item passes. Next item.
The next item is on page 8. It's item number 19. A resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a preliminary engineering construction agreement with the state of Alabama, acting by and through the Alabama Department of Transportation for project number CMAQ-37150, project reference number 100064291, 100064292, 100064293, and 100064294. Bicycle lanes, sidewalks, and crosswalks along 2nd Avenue South from 28th Street to 30th Street and along 29th Street from 2nd Avenue to 3rd Avenue in the city of Birmingham in the amount of $636,791.34, which is 20%.
Move the item.
Thank you, Dr. O'Quinn. You asked that this item be removed from consent.
Yeah, I've since had my question answered, and it is inclusive of the total project is inclusive of the stretch of 2nd Avenue from 24th to 32nd, This segment mentioned in the item is specifically the city's share.
Thank you. Any questions regarding this item, councilors? Thank you for the answer. All right, we're ready for the vote, Madam Clerk.
The vote has started. Vote is up.
Thank you. That item passes. Next item.
The next item is on page 9, is item number 25. A resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a funding agreement between the City of Birmingham and Heartland Forward, Inc., under which Heartland, with the support of master builders under the Builders and Backers Network, will provide a 90-day builder boot camp an idea accelerator to small business owners in Birmingham. The city will provide incentives to Heartland Forward in an amount not to exceed $70,000 pursuant to Amendment Number 772 to the Constitution of Alabama 1901, which authorizes the city to lend its credit to or grant public funds and things of value in aid of or to any corporation or other business entity for the purpose of promoting the economic development of the city.
All right, thank you, Chief. I believe you all wanted to do a 1-week delay on this item.
Yes, Madam President, it's a 1-week delay.
I need a motion from the council.
I move for a 1-week delay.
Second.
Vote has started on it. Councilor Clark. That vote should be
All right, thank you. We've moved a 1-week delay for this item. Approved it. Thank you. Next item, Madam Clerk.
The next item is on page 10. It's item number 27. A resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a loan agreement between the City of Birmingham and Own It Property Solutions, LLC, under which Own It Property Solutions, LLC will be awarded a loan under the Community Development Block Grant to be used by the borrower for financial assistance for the project in the amount of $400,000 to rehabilitate 4 existing homes located in the East Lake neighborhood, increasing the housing stock of low to moderate housing units in the area. The city is willing to make the loan to the borrower under the terms and subject to the conditions hereinafter set forth in this agreement. Motion.
Motion. Second.
All right, thank you, Mrs. Abbott. You asked that this be moved.
Yeah, I was just curious about why we were paying so much money for just 4 houses, and do we often pay 2/3 or loan 2/3 of the money that's required to do rehabs? It seems excessive.
Madam President?
Yes.
Councilor Abbott, Mr. Corey Stallworth, who's our Senior Deputy Director from Community Development, is going to come up and speak to the item and answer your questions.
Good morning, Mr. Stallworth.
Good morning.
Morning.
Corey Stallworth, I serve as Senior Deputy Director of Community Development. And so the $400,000 that's in question will be split amongst the 4 houses, and it will go towards the rehabilitation. But the actual construction cost for each of those houses will be closer to $200,000 each once all of the work is completed. And so typically we have provided funding of this level to other projects. But this project is a little different in that the funding, any proceeds that they receive from these homes will actually be used to rehabilitate other homes in the community. And so Own It has agreed to use their proceeds to build additional homes on 4th Avenue North.
Oh, okay. Well, how many other homes have they committed to build?
So we wanted to get through this
Or
first phase.
renovate, not build.
Yeah, we wanted to get through this first phase of the 4, and then we will circle back and agree on the additional homes. And that will be based on the proceeds that they receive from this first 4.
Okay, well, the piece of paper that Mr. Mitchell provided me said the total project cost is $600,000, and you said it was $200,000 per house, which would be $800,000, so which is it?
It's the difference between the loan amount and the actual property cost. That's the $200,000 that he was referenced. If you take the total project cost, $600,000 minus the city's contribution, that's the $200,000 that you referenced.
I thought you said each house would be $200,000.
No, I was saying that each house would be, so it's on your budget, so each house has a varying price. So you see 160, 156,000, 116,000.
Okay, and is the total project cost the amount they're going to sell them for? Or are they going to make a profit so they can rehab more houses in the community?
Yes, so there will be a profit on these houses. That's correct.
Okay, last question. So they're going to renovate these 4 houses, and then they're going to sell them, and then they're going to see how much money they made so they can determine how many more houses they can rehab in the neighborhood using the city's money.
That's correct.
I got it.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have several questions. I'll start on the end. Councilor Clark.
Yes. I remember hearing about this before. I guess that it's gonna be like a revolving source for them to go on and do more. So, do they have site control? I know they've actually purchased one, and I guess the land bank, they've gotten the approval through the land bank for one. Do they actually have contracts on these other 2 at these noted sale prices?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
So they have the properties on the contract.
And then how do you determine, or how will it be determined, how will the sale price be determined to know, so that we know that it's affordable for the family? How do you, because you have, it may cost you more to rehab it than you can sell it for, and it still be affordable.
Correct.
For the income limited.
Yeah, so that will be just based off of the market at the time once they complete these houses, the market value of any other houses that's in a 5-mile radius.
So is it conceivable that some of the funds could be used for a soft second to make it affordable for someone who's purchasing it? So some of this same money we're granted could be put in the purchase deal to keep it affordable for the family.
Yes. So if we have a family that's interested and maybe they can qualify for maybe $190,000 or $200,000, that funding that would have been proceeds can be used as a second mortgage.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Councilor Wood. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Councilor Moore.
I was going to ask the same question. Thank you, Madam President. I was going to ask the same question about, the affordability of these houses. But now, just curious, timeline-wise, what's the timeline looking like, or when are these houses proposed to be done and completed?
So we have agreed upon a 1-year rehab timeline. Once they get going, the rehab can go pretty quickly. Although the homes are severely distressed, we still think that they can get these completed within a year.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor Quinn.
Yeah, my question is the money going to stay in the neighborhood?
Yes. So Own It is committed to Eastlake. They have a desire to continue to rehab homes actually on this street, in Eastlake and neighboring streets.
Okay. Thank you.
Councilor Williams.
This is just to clarify some things that were said, because now I got a little confused during some of the question. The profit contract to retain that profit, whatever their margin is on it?
Yes, so in the contract it states that we have to come back to the table and agree on what the second phase of the project would be once they complete this first floor. And so at that point, we'll be able to identify what the profit is. Our staff attends every closing, so we know what the profits are. and then we agree on a phase 2 of development on how we would deploy that in the community.
Okay, and then how did we select Own It Property Solutions, LLC?
Yes, so they responded to one of our RFPs for development. And so they responded about a year ago. And so we've been working through the process with them to flush this project out.
Okay. And the loan that we're giving them is not forgivable, correct?
Well, it will be forgivable if they continue to deploy the proceeds in the community. So meaning that they don't have to pay it back as long as they are putting the proceeds in other houses. So it creates a revolving fund in a sense.
Okay. I guess what's the control over how much profit they collect versus how much they put forward back into the community as a revolving fund? Because obviously profit in construction is an extremely nebulous figure that can be derived a lot of different ways. So how do we determine how much they're required to continue to put back to create the imitation of a revolving fund, I guess?
Yeah, so it would be basically the difference in the sales price of the house versus the project cost.
Okay.
Thank you. Councilor Pro Tem?
Yes, I may have missed this, but what's the market value for these homes?
I don't have the market value with me right now of these current homes, but they would be very low because they're severely distressed at this time. Well, we do have the sales purchase, so you do have currently he purchased the homes for $30,000, $5,000, $40,000, and $11,000. But we don't know right now what the current value will be once those homes will be rehabilitated.
So, and this may not fall under us as a city. I'm just thinking about once we've rehabbed the homes and we're selling them to people, what is going to be the, I guess, the median of what we're going to sell the houses for? Because I still want it to be affordable as well if we're going to do this and have younger families and younger professionals be able to move into this area of town.
Yeah, so we foresee the sales prices somewhere in between 170 to 200,000.
Okay, thank you.
I truly understand Councilor Pro Tem's question, and what I don't want is that we provide projects like this, we provide the money for projects like this, and then the homes after they're rehabbed, they're no longer affordable for the neighborhood or for the people that we're trying to put into the city of Birmingham. So are these within the comps of that area?
Yes, so the sales prices will have to be within the comps of the area. That's a part of the requirement that we have to have in our file before Own It sells any homes, that it has to be in line with the comps that are in the area. And so there have been some homes that have sold closer to that range. And we also place a restrictive covenant on the property to make sure that they sell it to someone that's considered low to moderate income.
Any other questions? Councilor Abbott?
Do we have a requirement also that the home be occupied by the person who buys it and that they don't turn it into a short-term rental? And
That's correct.
yeah, because we want humans that are going to stay, you know, not transients, but people that are going to stick around and improve the neighborhood. And so, you know,
Yes, it has to be owner occupied.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Councilor, I'm going to let Councilor Tate go, and then I'll let you go.
Yes. Good morning, Mr. Starwood. Will we see a robust project like this in other areas in the district?
Yeah, so this is a smaller project that we actually want to mimic in other areas where we see that there's opportunity, especially creating the revolving loan fund so that we continue to use the proceeds to build housing and not continuing to dip back into our CDBG funding.
Okay, thank you, Corey.
Thank you. Councilor Moore?
So, thank you, Madam President. Man, y'all clap it up, man. She got it right.
I wrote a note and I said more.
I just want to say that I think this is a very awesome project to be done, especially in the location that it's in. I know we're saying the East Lake neighborhood, but it's really the Northeast Lake neighborhood that this is going in, and that's significant because you have East Lake Park that serves as a very big anchor. It's definitely, some incentive for, families to move into this area to be able to have some of these different amenities, the proximity to the interstate, and, just several other things. And so I just want to commend On It for the work that they're doing in this area. And, I'm hoping that it will continue. Not even just because it's my district, but, because it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful location to build housing. And so definitely want to see more of this done.
Great observation. And I do want to also just reflect on Councilor Tate's question. So you said this RFP was put out more than a year ago. Are there other type projects that you're looking at, again, within other areas of the city? Are those existing, or is this something you're starting out fresh with new grants that you'll be receiving or monies that you'll have?
Yes, so we've had developers approach us in this current round through our action plan, through our CDBG action plan. And so we have some other developers that are interested in doing the same thing in other communities, but we're going through the process to kind of vet those projects.
Thank you. Any other questions? Yes, Ms. Tate.
Yeah, Madam President, just finally, I just want to thank Dr. Megan Venable Thomas and her team, Corey, because they have been very adamant about making sure that being very intentional on, taking care of the community, providing, affordability, doing the things that, people want to see, even with the North Pratt project. And as Councilor Moore said, so congratulations to the both of you, because I know Dr. Thomas has, the public health background, and she understands what needs to really happen into these communities. So kudos to you and Dr. Thomas and the team. They're doing, the great work that you all continue to do. So we're excited about this, and as Madam President say, don't forget about that west side.
Right.
And the north side.
We need it. Thank you very much. All right, councilors, we're ready for the vote. Thank you, Madam Clerk. Thank you, Mr. Stallworth.
The vote has started. Councilor Williams. That vote is up.
All right, thank you. Item 27 passes. Next item.
Okay, the next item is on page 25, and it is item number 62. Receiving the emergency repair notice from the purchasing agent relative to repair of roof leaks at the Springville Road Library. It does not require a vote.
All right, thank you.
Informational purposes.
All right, thank you. And Madam Clerk, we did have two other items. I believe we have a travel authorization.
Yes, ma'am. We have an item for unanimous consent. It's approving an advanced expense account for an elected official.
Thank you.
C for that.
I move for you, sir.
Second.
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Move the item.
Second.
All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Thank you. That item passes. And we had just the correction on the resolution number 55523.
Yes, ma'am. Resolution 555-23 was adopted by the council April 4th, and there was a typographical error in that resolution. At the very bottom of the, I think you all should have a copy of it. In the initial resolution, it had that this was related to resolution number 1789-22, but in actuality, it should have been 1780-22.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do we need a motion to accept this, correct?
It's
Okay.
just,
FYI?
yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. All right, counselors, at this time, we're ready to entertain any comments you have regarding activities in your districts. And Counselor Tater, you ready? Thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. Let me turn over. I want to extend my condolences to Council Pro Tem's Chief of Staff LaQuita and Leonard Wilson, whose niece was shot and killed by her husband on Saturday in the Fultondale area. So we just asking you all to keep the Wilson family in your prayers. It's the Quita's husband's brother's youngest daughter. So we want to make sure that, we keep them lifted in prayer. Evergreen neighborhood meeting is canceled due to emergency reasons. East Thomas neighborhood will meet tonight at 6 o'clock at Wilkerson Middle School, located at 116 11th Court West, and that's in Birmingham 35214. The Smithfield Estates neighborhood will meet tonight, and that's at 6 o'clock on conference call. The number is 605-472-5447. The code is 558467. The South Pratt neighborhood will meet tonight, 6 o'clock at Lively Hope Baptist Church at 905 Court T, Birmingham 35214. The Inslee neighborhood will meet on Thursday at McAlpine Rec Center, located at 1115 Avenue F, 35218, and that's in Birmingham as well. Sandusky meeting will be tonight, 6 o'clock at the Jimmy Hudson Rec Center at 237 Pratt Highway to call in. You can also call in as well at 319-527-9642. The next public safety meeting will be held on April the 25th at 1 o'clock. Please submit your agenda items by Wednesday, April the 19th, no later than 12 noon to myself or Patrice Collins. If you have questions or concerns, feel free to contact the office at extension. The number is 254-2302 and 2096. I want to give Miss Sade Hammonds, Keep Birmingham Beautiful, a shout out for sending out the roll off. We were going to do a cleanup at the church Sunday, but we end up canceling. We was going to clean up that Pratt Highway, but on Saturday we did 2 cleanups, which was in Central Pratt and South Pratt. And I also want to thank the municipal court for sending out volunteers. So we had a big, huge cleanup in both areas. So shout out to Mr. Donald Smith and Miss Sandra Lawrence, who actually came from Wylam to assist us. So thank you, Madam President. I don't know if Cody did shoot some videos. So I don't know if they got a video ready to show from Saturday. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. We're going to play them all. I think there's several, so we'll play those together. Thank you, Councilor Williams.
Thank you, Madam President. Brown Springs neighborhood will meet by telephone this Thursday, which is the 20th at 6 p.m. South Eastlake will be meeting at Eastlake United Methodist Church on Monday the 24th at 6. Crestwood South will be meeting also on Monday the 24th at 6:30 at Crestwood Tavern. Economic development will be held in these chambers after this meeting. And congrats to the Stallions. And it was nice to have see the city show up and enjoy the game. So, Stallions.
That's right. Giddy up. Councilor O'Quinn.
Okay. We have several neighborhood association meetings over the next week. Central City Neighborhood Association will meet tonight at 6 p.m. at the Birmingham Central Library. North Avondale Neighborhood Association will meet Thursday, April 20th at 6 p.m. at the MLK Recreation Center. South Side Neighborhood will also meet Thursday, April 20th at 6 p.m. at the Birmingham Police Department South Precinct. We have one board position on the Birmingham Parking Authority that has been vacated. If you are interested in serving in that capacity, the only requirement is that you be a voting resident of the city of Birmingham If you're interested, please email your resume and letter of interest to Maisha Hutchinson at maisha.hutchinson@birminghamal.gov or myself by Monday, May 1st. Again, if you're interested in serving in that capacity, please contact my office by Monday, May 1st. There are several Earth Day activities happening in District 5 this coming weekend. Of course, Saturday, April 22nd is Earth Day. There is a Celebrate Trails Day at Pepper Place Market. So they're asking folks join Pepper Place Market and the Rails to Trails Conservancy to enjoy additional vendors, music, and nonprofits at this Saturday's market beginning at 8 a.m. There will be a parade starting at 11:30 a.m. at the Jones Valley Trail that will end at Ghost Train Brewing, which will feature more music, food trucks, and beverages. Also, Lakeview, there's a Lakeview cleanup that's inclusive of the Southside neighborhood. Alabama Environmental Council and Keep Birmingham Beautiful will be having a litter pickup in the Lakeview district starting at 9 a.m. going to noon. If you would like to sign up for this event, please contact my office to get the link. And that number is 205-254-2679. And then finally, there will be a cleanup in the Fountain Heights neighborhood being led by Prosper this Saturday. It's starting at the Fountain Heights Rec Center. Will begin at 8:45 and go to 11 a.m. And there will be a community social immediately following at Back 40 Brewery from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. And that concludes my announcements.
Thank you, Dr. O'Quinn. Mrs. Abbott.
Thank you, Madam President. The next Planning and Zoning Committee meeting is Wednesday, April 12th. No, that's not right. Just check that off. We'll fix that later. The Neighborhood Association meeting that we have tonight is 5 Points South. They meet at 6 o'clock this evening at Highlands United Methodist Church. Today is the last day to file an extension with the IRS in case you didn't get your taxes done. The state of Alabama does not require an extension form, and you have until October to file your taxes late. If you have any concerns or issues, please either call 311 or download the My BHAM 311 app. I love that app. That is one of the greatest things this city has done, is to create that app so that people can send photographs of what they're talking about so that no one cannot find it. I took a beautiful picture of a Keep Birmingham Beautiful sign in front of a disaster zone yesterday to send in, and I haven't sent it in yet, but you know, it would be great. I don't think KBBC has, I guess, the staff to go out and look at the people that they've given these awards to, but where the old McCullough Clinic is on 20th Street going up to Vulcan, it looks like probably lots of parts of Ukraine look right now. And it has a KBBC award standing in front of this graffiti-covered disaster zone. So it would be great if, you know, if they knew where all their signs were and they could go look and see if the location is still attractive enough to have an award, or if they need to at least take their sign down. But anyway, My BHAM 311 is fabulous. And then we still have our neighborhood, our District 3 website, where we try to put all of this extra information that we get every week, and that's www.bhamdistrict3.com. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you so much. Councilor Moore.
Yes, thank you, Madam President. We have a couple of neighborhood association meetings that are taking place on this third Tuesday. We have South Woodlawn that will be at 6 p.m. at the Woodlawn Library. We also have Pine Nose Vista that will be taking place this Thursday at 6:30 at the Brownsville Heights Community Center. We also have Kingston that will take place on Monday at 6 p.m. at the Royal Event Center. The next Education Committee will meet May 15th at 1 p.m. We meet every third Monday. We have a couple of vacancies on our Birmingham Public Library Board, 2 vacancies as a matter of fact, and so if anyone is interested in applying, please email Terry Chapman, terry.chapman@birminghamal.gov. If you're ready for me to stop talking, just let me know.
I apologize, Councilor Wood.
I'm just playing. Our first Fair Housing Committee meeting will be May 16th at 3:30 p.m. We will meet every third Tuesday, so excited about that. We have a Northeast Lake Cleanup Day that's taking place this Saturday for Earth Day. We will meet up at the Shepherd Center at 118 84th Street North at 9 a.m. That'll be our meeting location so that we can start cleaning up, which will be a great addition to those new houses that we're about to get over there in Northeast Lake as well. Carry on. And since we were on the subject of Miss Sade Hammonds and, Keep Birmingham Beautiful, I know we actually had the conversation about, possibly revamping the beautification awards that people receive so that, we could bring that back. I think that would be something that's, worthwhile for all the council to, put some funding towards so that we could salvage some of those old signs and rehab them and move them somewhere else to where they actually deserve and need to be. And so yeah, I think that's something that Ms. Hammonds would definitely be in favor of. So those conclude my announcements.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Councilor Clark?
Thank you, Madam President. We do have a neighborhood meeting in District 8 this week. The Graymont neighborhood will meet on Wednesday at 4:30 in the Smithfield Library. Also, do you need to mind your money a little better? If you do, you can join us in honor of Financial Literacy Month for a seminar called Creating Your Financial Well-Being. It's sponsored by Operation Hope, Trustmark Mortgage, and the District 8 office. And this workshop will give you tools to enhance your financial well-being. The event is going to be held on Saturday, April 29th at 10 a.m., from 10 a.m. to noon at the new Trustmark Mortgage location in the Crossplex. Lunch will be provided and door prizes, but seating is limited, so you can register at www.d8events.eventbrite.com. That's www.8events.eventbrite.com. Also, you can come out to the Crossplex each Thursday morning and join your neighbors and our partners, Freshwater Land Trust, for a morning walk. Each Thursday, we meet up at the Starbucks at 7:55 a.m. to do a loop around the Crossplex, and all paces are welcome. Time is running out to apply for lifeguard positions with Birmingham Parks and Rec for this summer, and we depend on lifeguards to be able to open more pools. So we're getting the pools ready in hopes of more lifeguards. The YMCA has been assisting us with training. Applications for this season will close on May 12th. You must be at least 16 years of age, and Birmingham Parks and Rec will provide the training for your certification. If you have any questions, you can contact Terry Sewell Harris at 205-254-2189. Also, sadly, I want to lift up the family of my friend and former colleague, Courtney Calhoun, who passed away on April 10th. His funeral is today at noon, and that's going to be at the New Bethlehem Baptist Church, 1432 Mills Street, Dolomite, Alabama, 35061. Really surprised by that news. Also, this Saturday morning, nice and early at 8:30 a.m., the Bush Hills neighborhood cleanup will take place at the Alma Dennis Park. So registration is at 8:30. The cleanup starts at 9 and goes to noon. Light refreshments will be available, and this event is sponsored by the Bush Hills Neighborhood Association, the Village Creek Human and Environmental Justice Society, Live Health Smart Alabama, and of course, Be Litter Free Birmingham City Council. So another shout out to Sade and team, because sometimes they get spread pretty thin on these weekends, and they're always supportive. And finally, I just want to note that an ad hoc committee had a follow-up meeting last night in the Holy Family Parish Hall about the graffiti that remains on a prominent vacant building in the Tuxedo neighborhood, and it's hate graffiti. And the owner was there, and he committed to, reserve a man lift. He's going to schedule the delivery of a man lift today and work with volunteers from the church who will supply labor and chemicals. And the expectation is when that group meets again in 2 weeks that, everything will be done. The graffiti will be removed, and he's also committed to some rubbish removal in the rear of the property. So we're looking very forward to that, and we'll just see how it goes. That concludes my remarks. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Clark. Madam Pro Tem.
Thank you, Madam President. Today we have for neighborhood meetings, 5 Point South neighborhood will meet in the South Hall of Highland United Methodist Church at 6 p.m. today. The next Budget and Finance meeting will meet Monday, April 24th at 3:30 p.m. here in the Council Chambers. Submissions are due tomorrow by noon. Submissions received after noon will be placed on the next Budget and Finance agenda. Email submissions to laquia.wilson and ethan.harris@birminghamal.gov. The D6 office will be hosting Earth Day Titusville Community Cleanup this Saturday at 8 a.m. at Memorial Park, along with the Black Warrior River Keepers and the Keep Birmingham Beautiful Committee. Also, Get Healthy on the Railroad, sponsored by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama, is a program offering free evening exercise classes every weekday at 6 p.m. at the park. It started last week and it will go through October 31st. I would like to publicly thank Mr. Ron Bailey's and Magic City Blockbusters, which is Council Moore just mentioned them, for cleaning North Titusville and cutting lots in North and South Titusville. I heard it looks beautiful. And then I have an issue for both of the chiefs. I have an ongoing issue at 1567 Pearson Avenue Southwest. I'll email it to you. Has several inoperable vehicles. We've been trying to get these cars moved for literally years, that surpasses all of us being on the council. He has a court date in environmental court, but nothing has been done. And then 309 Iota Street has inoperable vehicles as well.
Yes, ma'am. You said you were going to send it to us?
Yes, I'm going to send it to you right now.
Okay.
And then for more information, visit our website at www.d6bham.com. Thank you.
Thank you. These are the announcements for District 7. We have neighborhood meeting in the Green Acres neighborhood this evening at 6:30 at Lifting Christ Worship Center. Today is bulk trash and brush pickup day in Raleigh. So I know the trucks have been rolling already, but please get your bulk trash ready for pickup. Tomorrow there's bulk trash and brush pickup scheduled for the Green Acres neighborhood. Committee of the Whole will meet at 3:30 p.m. in the council chambers tomorrow. April 20th, the Hillman neighborhood will meet at Hopewell Baptist Church at 5 p.m., and the Germania Park neighborhood will meet via conference call at 6 p.m. There's bulk trash and brush pickup scheduled for the West Goldwire and Garden Highlands neighborhoods. So when you hear these bulk trash pickup dates announced, please get your trash ready for pickup. Friday, April 21st, the Garden Highland neighborhood will meet at the Mount Hilliard Baptist Church at 4 p.m. Unless you've been hiding under a rock, you have to know, Saturday is Earth Day. It's April 22nd. We've heard, I think just about everyone has some type of environmental day scheduled in their district, whether it's cleanups or just getting you outside to love the environment. In D7, we're hosting our Love D7 Earth Day. It'll be from 9 a.m. to 12 noon at the Jones. We'll start up at 9 a.m. at the Jones Valley Middle School, and that's at 2000 31st Street Southwest. We are having numerous cleanups throughout the district in various neighborhoods. So you'll be able to come by, scan your QR code, and then we'll dispatch you to the particular neighborhood. We have some great collaborators or supporters for this event. We want to thank again Ms. Hammond with Keep Birmingham Beautiful. They're giving us all the supplies that we'll need to make those cleanups. We also want to thank the empowered citizens of Birmingham. They're actually helping to coordinate the volunteers for us, as well as the Omicron Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So come on out, let's show some love to D7. That's from 9 till 11. From 11 to 12, we'll go back to the school and we'll show ourselves a little love, okay? So please come on out and join us. In conjunction with that, the Oxmoor Neighborhood Association is having a community yard sale. That's also Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. and that'll be at the Spring Valley School there at 2701 on Sydney Drive. Let's see, Monday we have on the 24th, we have the Southwest Birmingham Framework Plan. That implementation committee meeting will be held at the Oxmoor Valley Community Center at 1992 Winona Oxmoor Road. That's from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And Saturday on April 29th, and you can actually go to my website and see this, or the D7 website. There's a great opportunity for anyone who would like to have more information regarding parliamentary procedures, or very basic parliamentary procedures. And we are really encouraging neighborhood leaders to take this training by the Grace Browning Unit, National Association of Parliamentarians. They'll have this basic training, be at Lawson State Community College, and again, that's Saturday, April 29th. You can also go to the city website. The community, Ms. Alice Williams and her group, they're also have a flyer that has this information available. The reason I encourage anyone who's leading meetings and leading in this fashion, just the knowledge of the Robert's Rules of Order and parliamentary procedures, it really can make your meetings much more effective. So we really want to encourage that. If you have any problems with the missed pickup, you can call 205-254-6312. I do want to welcome to the city of Birmingham. Later this week, we'll have the members of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity and their families. They will be here for their 73rd Province Council meeting. This is their regional meeting and that they will be hosting at the Birmingham Sheraton Hotel. Councilors, we have received an invite for their public meeting that will be held on, I think that's Thursday, April 20th at 7 o'clock p.m. at the Birmingham Sheraton Hotel. I will send this out to each of you, but they are inviting us to that public meeting, and it's an opportunity for local elected officials and us to have an opportunity to fellowship and learn more about the organization. Again, we are very excited that the Birmingham Alumni Chapter, along with the Delta Tau Chapter at Miles College and the Kappa Kappa Chapter at UAB, they will be hosting the event. So please, we welcome them. They're going to paint the town crimson and cream. All right. All right, thank you so much. That concludes my announcements for District 7. At this time, we are ready, Madam Clerk, to hear from our speakers who have signed up. And Mrs.
Madam
Abbott.
President, I just wanted to correct my misstatement about the Planning and Zoning Committee meeting. It is going to be on April 26th, which is actually in the future, as opposed to the meeting I was going to have in the past. So also, and if I could just ask the Joint Chiefs, if we have people living under I-65 bridge abutments on University Boulevard, who should we report that to? Should we call the police or?
Excuse me, Madam President.
Yes.
Okay. Allow us to engage Elena Melton, and we generally get her and Don Lupo, and they coordinate with both BPD, all of our services with the city that connect with the homeless community. So you can really share it with us, and we'll engage our team.
Okay, so should we just send it to our representative who represents us to the administration and vice versa?
Yes.
Is that good? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam
Thank
President.
you. All right, Madam Clerk, we're ready to hear the speakers.
Yes, ma'am. The first speaker is Dexter Cunningham.
Hi, Mr. Cunningham. As you come forward, you have 3 minutes. Thank you so much. Good morning.
Thank you, Madam President. To Madam President, as well as the President Pro Tem and the other leaders on the dais. I am a retired City of Birmingham employee. I'm also a voting citizen of the City of Birmingham. I want to bring to this council's attention of some, mismanagement of the pension board elections. There should have been on the Retirement and Relief, the General Employees Pension Board, there should have been an election that took place in March of this year, March of 2023. Of course, you all need, it should be advertised 90 days in advance. I reached out to the pension board attorney, Jay Turner, on last month, and Mr. Turner was unavailable. So he needed to bring to you all a resolution for it to be passed so this election could take place. So now it's going to be at least 4 months in the rear, 4 months late. This is a disenfranchisement of the employees of the City of Birmingham because they will not get a chance, or should I say the retired individuals of the City of Birmingham are being disenfranchised. They cannot elect a person because an election has not been called. Also, on the public safety side of it, the last election for a public safety board retirement system was September of 2018. So now there should have been an election that took place in September of 2020. That election is now in the past. It has to be advertised 90 days, so it's going to be almost a year. I am begging and pleading with the leaders of this city, please, make the individuals who need to do what they're supposed to do, because otherwise here in the civil rights birthplace, our people are being disenfranchised. I'm one of them, and this is not right. This is not fair. I don't know if it's ignorance or malfeasance or it's intentional. I'm not trying to cast any blame, but what I am doing as leaders of this council, I'm pleading with you all, please make sure that this takes place, because otherwise the retirees and other employees will have no other choice but to come to some type of class action litigation. And of course, we don't want that. We don't. We just want what statutorily by state statute should be taking place. We want to see that take place. And if it doesn't, then we have to go another route, and we will. But I'm pleading with you all now, because it's already a year in the rearage on one board and 5 to 6 months on another. So please, I'm asking that you take this up and take it seriously, because we are.
Thank you, Mr. Cunningham, for bringing this information forward to us. We'll send this information over to we have both of those pension boards that do operate, and so I'll get that to the right people within administration and within City Hall that will be able to look into that and those dates that you have mentioned to us. Okay. Thank you for bringing that forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next speaker is Kemp. Can't pronounce the last name. I apologize. I think it's A-N-S.
Yes.
I-H.
Good morning. If you'll give us the right pronunciation of your name, and you've got 3 minutes.
Angela Kemp, Madam
Okay.
President.
Oh, it's Angela. Okay, thank you.
And this is Ms. Wanda Johnson.
Okay. Got 3 minutes.
Good morning, Madam President and Council.
Bring the mic down.
Good morning, Madam President and the council members. My name is Angela Kemp, and this is Wanda Johnson. And we are both here to represent Hooper City. I want to thank you all for this opportunity to bring our concerns here from the Hooper City neighborhood regarding our community development. For me, and I think Ms. Johnson, this area holds a special place in our heart because of its impact on our personal development and growth as children. I moved there in 1965 with my family, and Wanda, you were there I think she was always there when I got there. So it troubles me deeply, it troubles us deeply when we see this once vibrant neighborhood in blight and undeveloped state. The blight environment that exists in Hooper City is not unique to our neighborhood, but exists in a number of the 99 neighborhoods in various levels of severity. The latest news reports indicate that the population in the city of Birmingham is declining. Per our online sources that I read, the population in Hooper City is also declining, at least by 23% in the past 10 years. That has resulted in an increase by 17% of vacant homes and overgrown lots. The irony is at this time, when we should all be working in tandem to restore our neighborhoods by rallying all of our resources, we find individuals who have sought to empower themselves by withholding information and restricting the expression of ideas and concerns from the citizens and the stakeholders. These actions are in direct conflict of the Citizen Participation Plan's intent, which is to promote citizen involvement, sharing of ideas and concerns that help promote community development. As Ms. Johnson and I walked through the neighborhood and we talked to the neighbors about their concerns, they voiced feelings of being treated with no regard, that concerns brought to their attention of the neighborhood leaders are ignored, that politicians ask for their vote and then forget about them. According to the Citizen Participation Plan, the Community Resource Division is the face of the community development for the city of Birmingham's 99 neighborhoods. Although for some, it's just the appearance and not the actual service implementation and completion. Lack of service implementation not only affects those in my neighborhood who are in great need, but also you as city leaders who swore to serve the people in this city and address their concerns. Visible community involvement and improvement and revitalization are tangible deliverables of successful leadership and service intervention. But how can you address our concerns when they are not allowed to be expressed? Ms. Wanda Johnson, a longtime resident of Hooper City, decided to take ownership of the conditions in our neighborhood and visited the CRO to obtain information about available programs to improve the neighborhood as well as how to run for office. Ms. Johnson's efforts to get involved to improve her neighborhood were met with rebuke as the CRO publicly reprimanded her during the neighborhood meeting, stating she was causing dissension and confusion in the neighborhood. These concerns...
Ms. Kemp, your time is up, so can you give us a little bit more?
These concerns were brought to the attention of CRO of the Director Megan Thomas and Ms. Alice Williams. According to the Citizen Participation Program, citizens stepping up to get involved is encouraged in order to share ideas and concerns that enhance the community development process. We in Hooper City are eager for revitalization. We are eager for community development programs that eliminate petition ballots that have been used, although the City of Birmingham Muni Code's ordinances allowing for their use are non-existent. We're eager for community development policies and procedures to be followed as noted in the Citizen Participation Plan.
Thank you, Ms. Kemp. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate you bringing this information to us. As you stated, some of the individuals that you mentioned, they do report in the mayor's administrative team. So if you have those, I'll let Chief talk about how we'll direct this information to that department.
Sure. So, thank you, Ms. Kemp. There are a couple of items that we were familiar with, which is the passing of the trucks through the neighborhood. So our BDOT team is working on that piece. Some of the other items, our team, well, at least in terms of briefing, this was our first time hearing about it. So you're correct, Ms. Alice Williams, and our community development team will be following up to make sure that we do a drill down on those issues. But the item that was lifted up about the trucks in the neighborhood, which we were briefed on, we have our BDOT team engaging on that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we thank you for your time.
Thank you. Ms. Clark?
I just wanted to make a note of the timeliness of some of her concerns about the CP plan, since we are looking at potential revisions, and, it's just timely to hear about some of those concerns. So
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next speaker.
The next speaker is Jackie Gordon.
Jackie Gordon. Next speaker.
William R. Muhammad.
Hi, Mr. Muhammad. Good
Hi,
morning.
Madam President.
3 minutes. Thank you, sir.
William R. Muhammad, 411 Lorraine Street. Thank you for allowing me to be here today. I'd like to begin by, quoting Madam President, "Lest you've been hiding under a rock." Then there's a bill called House Bill 177 that's designed to take over the Birmingham Waterworks. Again, I wanted to come today to ask you, to invite you and to ask you and to cajole you to participate in a town hall meeting. I apologize, Madam President, it's in District 7. I tried to be here to catch you. I can't catch you before these pre-council meetings because you'll be on it. And to let you know before you got up here. But it's going to be Monday at 5 p.m. at Lawson State. April the 24th, Monday, April the 24th, 5 o'clock. And we're having this meeting because we want to make people aware of the effects of this bill. This is definitely a takeover bill. It reduces the board to 7 members from 9. Governor Kay Ivey declined her 3 members, said she didn't want to have no parts in this meddling. But yet Blount County keeps theirs. Shelby County keeps their appointment. The Jefferson County Mayor's Association keeps their appointment. The mayor keeps his 2. But the city councils is reduced to 2. So that's taking power away from the people of Birmingham. But that's not even the bad part. They've stipulated in the bill that anybody who's appointed, with your reduced 2, you have to appoint someone who has a financial background or engineering background. The other people have to do the same thing with their 1. So that specifies that the great majority of the people who use the water are people who are not qualified to be on the board, not qualified to have a say in it. And then the real bad part is that the bill says that the old board members come off immediately. That is crazy. The old bills, the old ways used to say you serve until someone replaces you. How you going to take a entity with a $200 million budget, $5 billion in assets, 4,000 miles of main? That's the pipe that run down the street. We ain't talking about the pipe running everywhere else. We ain't talking about the building. We ain't talking about the land. We ain't talking about the lakes. We talking about just the pipe in the street. And then you're going to say, as soon as that bill passes, everybody falls off the board. And then those engineers and financial people will have to choose a new CEO. So you're going to lead the waterworks with the person who is up there now, knowing that he might not be chosen by this new group of engineers. And so that seems to say to me that they already have in mind who they want to be up there, because otherwise it don't make any sense. So I close by saying this. The waterworks was purchased in 1951 by a bond issue. issued by the city of Birmingham. $20 million bond issue. It belongs to the city of Birmingham. The people who were here at that time, who did not look like me and you and some of us, but they decided in their own wisdom that we're going to put it on an independent board so that there won't be no political interference in it. That's the reason they set up the Birmingham Waterworks Board Authority. But that's not the case today. As long as it stays under the state, I think it's Title 11, Mr. Carn said, then the state keeps meddling with it. They just changed it 6 years ago. They expanded the board to 9. Now they come back and want to reduce it to 7. So what they going to do next year if it is a next year? So in closing, I just want to ask you that the only way we can stop this meddling and save the Waterworks Board is we need to have a movement to return what belongs to the city of Birmingham under the city of Birmingham to get it out of state meddling.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad. Would you give the date and time again of the town hall meeting?
It's at 5 p.m. Monday the 24th at Lawson State, 3060 Wilson Road. I'm trying to remember that. But it's in the...
and will it be in the auditorium there, I'm assuming?
What's the building name?
Yes, it's the ACC or the ACAP. Exactly.
I don't know.
The
I
large
think they
building.
said, do they have a ward building out there or something?
It's the large building where you go into the campus, and it's the large building down on the right. It's called ACAP.
Yeah. So,
but you won't be able to miss it.
We need all of you all's help. We need to all come together now, regardless of any differences we may have, regardless of saying, well, the people on the city council ain't doing this, the people in the county ain't doing this, the people down in Montgomery ain't doing that. Ain't no time for that now. We got to come together.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad. Right. Next speaker.
Takia Hudson.
Good morning, Mr. Hudson. You have 3 minutes. Thank you, sir.
Ma'am.
So you have 3 minutes. Good morning.
Good morning. Madam President, I'm only here to bless the city today. I'm not here to complain or anything. In advance, in order for me to be effective in that, may I ask you for a couple of additional minutes?
You're having trouble hearing you behind the mask.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As I stated, I'm only here to bless the city today. And with your permission, I'd like to go ahead in advance and ask you for a couple of extra minutes so that I can be effective in what I'm trying to do.
Got it. You had the 3 minutes, so keep it with 3 minutes.
Nevertheless, we greet you in the name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Our redeemed and beloved brother, the Son of the living God, the grant of the Spirit of truth, the one who wore a crown of thorns, was pierced in his side, was beaten, endured the excruciating pain of nail-pierced hands and nail-pierced feet, endured mockery, the heat, the shame, the blame, and the distancing from his Father, all after healing the sick, turning water into wine, casting out demons, restoring hope, and not having anywhere to lay his head. He taught the elders as a child, being about his Father's business, and showed compassion on all he encountered, for the sake of the kingdom of God, the righteousness of God, and for the name's sake of our beloved Father. After doing all this for you and for me, for mothers and grandmothers, for fathers and grandfathers, our ancestors, for our children, at the very least, we can give him our best praise, our unapologetic praise, a bold praise, a sincere praise, a spiritual praise, and a truthful praise. For Carol Clark, our councilwoman, to come to the Rising West Princeton Neighborhood Community Center and to serve with us, we're forever grateful. She's a servant, and Jesus said that let the greatest among you be your servant. So it's an honor to be here today to talk to you all. The Lord said that the greatest among you should be your servant. Jesus served greatly and humbly as the divine example of the epitome of love. You all are servants with the best example from our Father, who, the second Adam, the Lamb of God. You serve when you're not appreciated. You love people who don't always seem to love you back. We stand here today in reciprocity for your service. It's like our vertical relationship with God. We reciprocate to the best of our abilities, and our horizontal relationship with God, and that's our relationship with one another. Who likes a one-sided relationship? Who likes to put their all into a relationship into a city and get nothing back? So God has shown up and shown out for us relentlessly, over and over and again. And the good thing about his faithfulness and his showing up and showing out for us is that it's also eternal. So with reciprocity, let's show up and show out for God. He taught his disciples those works that he did, we shall also do. but greater works than this we shall do, because he goes unto the Father. I say that to say when Miss Carroll was at the at the neighborhood community meeting, as we were going out, I started singing a song. And she said to me, Takia, come down and just sing to us. And so I didn't want to take my mask off at first because, you know, when we watch the news and the people in the community get on the news, they always pick the one with the messed up mouth, the messed up teeth, and that sort of thing. I chipped my tooth. But I say this, I care, but I say this to you. In reference to reciprocity for God, I don't mind praising him with a chipped tooth because he didn't mind dying on a hill called Calvary for me. So he can give me his best, I can give him my best. I give him what I got. And that's what I'm saying to you, that we appreciate you all for today. No matter what comes our way, you all stick to it for us. And we certainly appreciate it. At the end of the day, Sister Clark, let me give you that brief song that you asked me to give you. About a half a second or so. I won't sing long. But thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord. Say it only takes a spark to get a fire going. You made a way. You made a way. You made a way. And I just want to thank you, Lord.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. At this time, councilors, I believe we're ready for that motion.
So moved. Second. All in favor, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you very much. Meeting is adjourned. Hope everyone has a great day. Great week.
What's that? I'll sync them up next week. Right now, you just got 2 accounts in, but I'll sync them up.
Hi D7, I'm welcoming you to a day where we can celebrate and show some love to our district. We're hosting Love D7 Day. We'll be meeting up on Saturday, April 22nd from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Jones Valley Middle School. What are we going to be doing? It's Earth Day, so we want to shower our district with love. We'll be cleaning up in our district. We'll be joining in ranks to make D7 a great place to live, work, and play. So come on out. We'll have everything you need. We'll have the cleaning supplies, we'll have the bags, and then when we finish, we're going to have a little fun. So please come out and join me. That's Earth Day, Saturday, April 22nd from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Looking forward to seeing you, D7. Let's show some love.
Birmingham Stallions, the stadium is full. We have a lot of people still rolling in the first quarter, but it's great to see the USFL back in Birmingham.
Thank you for your support.
Hello, this is Councilwoman LaTanya Tate. Giddy up, we at Protective Stadium. Enjoy the second year for the Birmingham Stallions. So we are excited. The crowd is hyped. The fans are here. The council is here. It is a lot of people out. So we're excited that the Birmingham Stallions are back again for a second season. So I encourage you to support the Stallion, support the team, come out and support your USFL champions. Giddy up!
this will allow us to be more competitive in the future as a city and as a metro area for new events and also for hospitality businesses coming in and investment coming in the city of Birmingham. It looks like that we might have the opportunity to build a couple new hotels because of room night demand, and that will further the snowball effect of the economic development of what Birmingham is becoming. We're a different city than we were 5 years ago. I hope we continue on the path that we are going, and we're a completely different city in the next 5 years.
And for more from the Birmingham City Council, follow along with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Stay safe, Birmingham. Also in Birmingham, a groundbreaking for the redevelopment of the old Southtown housing community.
In the coming years, you can expect to see office buildings and hotels going up, with restaurants and retail on the ground floor.
This morning we had the groundbreaking for the Edge Hill at Southtown project.
Shovels in the ground.
You guys know that this project has been in the works for a long time. I believe Mayor Langford was in office when it was originally conceived.
Really is going to be an opportunity not just to provide affordable housing, but it's going to also offer shops, restaurants, access to retail spaces, all in a historic part of Birmingham.
It was very fulfilling to see it actually take a step towards actual construction of the residences that will be part of that development that's going to happen in phases. So this is the first phase of that project.
And as we make plans for its redevelopment, we want to make sure that Southtown will continue to be a part of conversation and surrounding progress in Birmingham.
To create 2 buildings, one for families and the other for seniors, and that should be completed probably around December of 2024. So please continue to stay tuned in and watch the site and see it come out of the ground.
And for more from the Birmingham City Council, follow along with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Stay safe, Birmingham.
Today we're here in the Fairmont neighborhood, affectionately known as the Riggins community. We had us a wonderful cleanup day. We had several residents to come out. We also had, Pastor Ramon Billingsley to come out with us as well, Vice President Dennis Mallory, and just several other people, man. It was a great turnout, and we're currently here now, and, really trying to make sure that, we keep our community clean. We really want to make sure that, as residents, we do our part to take pride in where we reside. And I know that the people in the Riggins community, they truly believe in that. And so that's one of the reasons that, the District 4 office wanted to partner with them to be here so that we could do our part to support as well.
A community's health is only as strong as its relationship with the local church. So the days of a church showing up on Sundays, having a great service and going home without having any kind of impact in the community, those days, although they exist for some people, I have found doesn't really help the community. What helps the community is a church that not only worships on Sundays, but also goes out into the community and serves, whether that is via after-school programs or just cleaning up a neighborhood, or just seeing exactly what the residents who live around the community, what their needs are, and then finding ways in which the church can be of service, following the model of Jesus Christ to actually meet those needs.
We can do throughout the district, but we wanted to really make sure that we focus on those neighborhoods that need us. And so just glad to be out here on this beautiful Saturday morning.